If you're still not sure if these cards or any other oracle cards can give you the support and guidance you require, then maybe hang out with me for just a couple of minutes more, because I might be able to help you. Are you someone that gets stuck on the questions to ask these cards in order to get the best answers possible? If so, this could really help you, because the truth is that most people who use oracle or any other form of divination tools only ever get vague guidance that ultimately they don't really know fully what to do with. And this is not because the cards don't work, but because the querent, i.e. you, are asking the wrong questions. You see, when it comes to oracle, the quality of the answer you receive is completely dependent on the quality of the question that you ask. You can't expect a detailed, insightful answer to your question if what you're asking is vague and clouded and a little bit muddy. If you want something clear and specific in your answer, then you have to be clear and specific with the question you ask. And this makes total sense when you think about it, right? Now, you probably already know this kind of scientific law, because for every action, there is an equal and an opposite reaction. And this law is used to explain how things work in the physical space that we occupy here on this earth. But it actually applies to absolutely everything, including energy. And of course, it's energy that we're working with here. And this really goes some way, or it goes completely, to explain why the law of attraction works, and why the quality of the answers you get from the oracle cards will only match the quality of the question that you're asking. So let's take a moment to think about what a strong, powerful question really looks like. Well, a question is powerful when it's rooted in you and your confidence, and it comes with strength and conviction. It comes from the assumption that you are the one who's in control, and that you know that you have the power to change something, anything, and that you can still choose a different path if things aren't working out the way you thought they might. It assumes that you are the one with the power to change, and all you need to know is a bit of guidance around the how. What is it that I need to do? So the most powerful questions actually keep you open to the messages that you are truly meant to learn along the way of your journey. And they give you guidance, not absolutes. That is so important to remember. Ultimately, they leave you with the responsibility, not only for your actions, but also for your mindset and your thoughts, your beliefs and your attitudes. It's shaping you into the person that you are supposed to become. These are the questions that create change and magnitude in your life, because they're putting you in the driver's seat, and they help you to better become the person that you want to be, and to shape the world around you into the most pleasing sense that you can find, the most pleasing sense for you. Powerful questions keep the power safely with you, instead of letting you give it away to something external. And that's something we never want to do. These cards assume quite correctly that you are the one who is responsible for your life, for your results, your happiness, your destiny. Ultimately, what you get is what you are putting out there. Now, unfortunately, we are so conditioned to think that life just happens to us. And because of that, most people tend to naturally ask more disempowering questions. And by that, I mean questions that are almost putting you in like the mode or the mindset of a victim, as they're assuming that something external to you has all the answers and knows better. Okay? It assumes that something else is taking control. Now, these questions are actually quite easy to spot, because all you need to do is be aware of where you're looking for something or someone else to just tell you what to do. Now, when you ask how you can learn from a situation, or what you can pay attention to, or what the best course of action towards your desired outcome is, then you are really standing in your own power and asking for advice, but showing your willingness to take control of the situation once you have the information you need. And these kind of questions show that you are ready to take the action required, but you just want a little bit of guidance on the hows along the way. You are taking responsibility for what is happening. On the flip side, if you ask if you should do something or not, which one is the right choice for you, you see they're a little bit vague, and you are giving up on your own internal power. You're asking someone else to make those decisions for you. And that is sort of, in essence, what you're doing is you're asking for instructions, which you may well happily follow, but you're not taking responsibility for what you're doing or the course that you're taking and the lessons you're learning. So in essence, powerful questions are the ones that assume that you are in charge, and they focus on a process rather than on a result or an outcome. And once you learn how to ask powerful questions of these cards, then you will very quickly notice that the answers you get back become a lot better too. To help you sort of absorb this a little bit more and perhaps to get you started, if you purchase your 2 decks of cards today, in addition to that, I will send you my free guide to great questions for oracle cards. And it's been put together really to, open your mind a little bit and give you some starting points to really help you to get the most out of these utterly fascinating cards.